Hi everybody, Stephanie Mead. It is Wednesday, April 2nd, and here across Southeast Michigan, we do have the severe weather risk heading into the later part of this afternoon and early evening. Luckily, they have scaled that back a little bit, so we'll get into details with that forecast and then also what to expect by the end of the week for the Tigers home opener. So let's get into that forecast for you. So first of all, it's just been an absolute mess this morning. You notice snow in northern Michigan, some freezing drizzle, and then storms just a little bit further west of downtown Detroit. It's been cold pretty much all day for us, and I do think it's going to stay that way. Our temps are going to struggle through the afternoon, 40s, and then eventually we should be in the low to middle 50s by mid-evening, closer to the lower 60s as we head through the overnight hours. And of course, since temps are going to get a little bit warmer with that warm front lifting, we could potentially see some severe weather out of this. Luckily for right now, they have since scaled back the severe weather threat for us here in Southeast Michigan. We had this browner color in parts of Wayne County and points southward. Now they have completely shifted that into Indiana and Ohio. Unfortunately, they expanded out the moderate risk, the level 4 out of 5, to encompass more of central Indiana. So if you're one of my followers watching from Indianapolis, just know you still have that threat for some widespread, possibly severe weather. That does include, unfortunately, some tornadic activity, and then down near parts of southern Illinois, Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, Missouri. That's where they have that high risk throughout the later part of the day today. For us here, we still have all of the severe weather modes in play. Now, for an isolated tornado, I think that's going to be a bit closer to the Ohio and Michigan state line, so closer to, say, Toledo, down near Monroe, maybe even Lenawee counties. That's where we have more of that isolated tornado risk. Other than that, hail, damaging wind, and also some very heavy downpours are kind of the main concern for us here, and that slight risk moving forward through the later part of today. So we do see a lull right now, but we see this line move in closer to, say, maybe 3 to 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock, some scattered shower, maybe a thunderstorm chance. I don't think this will be our severe weather threat. Tonight will be our severe weather threat between 9 and midnight. So that's where we have that risk for severe weather developing. Right behind that, wind conditions pick up quite a bit, anywhere between 30 to around 35 miles per hour during the day on Thursday. Now, wind conditions relax just in time for the Tigers home opening game on Friday, and you really couldn't ask for better weather considering we are in Michigan in April. We'll be in the low 50s by first pitch at 1 o'clock. They are playing against the Chicago White Sox. If you do have plans to tailgate early, temps will be in the lower 40s, so just be sure to wear those layers if you are tailgating throughout the morning hours. After that, I think you'll be fine. Temps will be in the mid-50s, so not as many layers once we're kind of wrapping up the game. Overall, though, throughout the day today, have ways to get alerts. Our severe weather risk is not as awful as what it was earlier, but we still have that risk. Have ways to get alerts throughout the later part of the evening. Again, that window is going to be anywhere between 9 and midnight later on tonight. See you guys later.